Hey everyone, my name is Vinny, aka Venomien, and I make videos. And this video, I'll be showing you how I create my videos. I'm going to be going over how I create my content. From my monitors, to my microphones, PCs, software, everything that I think is necessary or helpful to creating videos on YouTube. The aim of this video is to show people how I do my stuff, and maybe that will help them. If you want to create content, maybe you might be interested in some of the hardware that I use, or maybe you'll look at my setup and try and replicate it. I'm not saying I have the best setup ever, but I think it's pretty good for creating decent, high quality videos. On the flip side, if you're already a content creator, maybe you can learn from what I have going on here, or maybe you'll tell me something else is better. Be sure to criticize my setup if you want to. It's not perfect for sure. So I will show you my setup very briefly, and then I'll be going over some of the important aspects of making content. So let's get started. So welcome to my room. Take off your shoes please. This is a general overview of my setup. I have done zero cleaning because I didn't want you to see some glorified version of what it is. I wanted you to see what it actually is. It's untidy, and this is how it is on a day-to-day basis. The webcam is one of the newer additions to my setup. I quickly realized that I needed it for, just vlogging stuff. It's 720p Logitech. It's pretty decent in my opinion. It works fine. Although sometimes I wished I would have, gotten the 1080p version, and it would have just been a little better. Now we're going to move on to the first monitor I ever got. It is a Hans G. I don't know exactly what the model. Links will be in the description, I remind you. And it's pretty decent as well. I believe it's 720p. I don't know if it's 1080p, but it does the job. Definitely my favorite part of my whole setup is my microphone. It's big, it's sexy, and it is a USB microphone with incredible quality. You are listening to it right now. It is the Blue Yeti microphone. I've done a whole review on it, so if you want to go check that out, links will be in the description below. It's amazing. It's one of the best USB microphones you can get. After that, if you want better quality, then you have to go XLR, but that's kind of expensive. Let's very quickly move on to my shitty little keyboard. It's very noisy, and it's very annoying and very dusty, and let's not pay any attention to it. There's my mouse. It's kind of bugs out sometimes and stops working. Yeah, let's avoid that. My PlayStation, that is something we shouldn't avoid. My PlayStation, I have added a cooling fan underneath, as you can see. It, just after my last PlayStation died, I wanted to be very careful about that stuff. Now let's descend into the depths. Here is just splitting up all my Ethernet cables to go to my PlayStation, to my computer, and to whatever device needs internet. Yeah, pretty dusty down here. Here's my HD PVR. It's what I use to capture all of my PlayStation 3 gameplay, and it gets the job done. Once again, 720p, beautiful. Now we're gonna have a look at this one accessory that I don't use much. Pop filter. It's fine, but it's kind of annoying, and just for convenience sake, I don't put it on. I'm not using it right now, for example. This is my headset. This is the main headset I use. I use for gaming, for everything. It's a Sony. I don't know. It's a Sony headset. I bought it in the States when I was over there for like $100, $100. And it connects into my microphone. That connects into my PC, so I can get my audio from my PC through my microphone. It's actually pretty cool. There's the box for the microphone if you're interested. It's pretty sexy. There she blows, my PC. This thing was a beast when I got her. She was lovely and beautiful, and yes, it's very dusty down here. A basic motherboard. I mean, you're probably not going to recognize much of the insides. But, my graphics card has died. It barely gets me through rendering and uploading. Well, uploading doesn't have everything to do with the PC, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's borderline okay. I'm looking to get a new one, but money is always a problem. I'll have some specs on screen right now, just so you can laugh at them. It's not funny, guys. It's not funny. I have to deal with this shit every single day. I forgot to mention on the left, I have a Bush TV. I got a great deal on eBay, and that's what I use to capture my gameplay. That's what I use for gaming, and the one on the right is the one that I use for my PC. Yeah, and here's the rest of my room. Yay. Let's get to the actual making of the content. and the videos and the editing and the software. I use Sony Vegas Pro. I think most YouTubers do. Either they use Sony Vegas Pro or Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro if you're on the Mac. But I don't know any software apart from Sony Vegas Pro and Cyberlink Power Director. Sony Vegas Pro is the way to go. Seriously, it's probably the best. Yeah, it's just what most people use. And there's a shit ton of tutorials, and it's easy to pick up, and yeah, I'm not going to say anything more about the editing software. That's what you should pick. that's about it. In combination with Sony Vegas, I use Photoshop. I use Photoshop for thumbnails, texts, text on screen on videos, simple shit. I'm not really good at it, but I make it work sometimes. I make some kind of decent stuff sometimes. Yeah, so I've pretty much covered everything. You need to make a YouTube nowadays. To make it, to be at least recognized, you need HD content. I have 720p gameplay, although sooner or later I'm gonna have to get a better, capture card and go 1080p because that's where everybody's going right now. But yeah, I mean, you need to be high quality. Your content needs to come out on a regular basis. And, don't think this is how to get subs and views, because that's, people say, oh, if you make good videos, the views will come. Nah, no, there are too many people on YouTube, and there's too many people doing this. And, I've done it for over a year now, and, if you have a look at my channel, I haven't gotten very far, but I think it's just fun. I love it, and I'm dedicated, and I believe anything is possible, and if I just keep on going, that's one of the attitudes you have to have doing this. It's like, you never know what's gonna happen, as long as you have fun, as long as you like doing it, do it, just do it. You don't want to be asking yourself, what if? That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to be on your deathbed being, what if I did this, what if I did that? You don't have all those regrets, so basically fuck hookers. What goes into creating good, YouTube content? For me, it's hard work and dedication and trying to innovate, just finding new ideas, finding new things, getting inspired by other YouTubers, not too much, raw instinct. Also, practice makes perfect. Everything is, everything. That applies for everything. I mean, practice is everything, Go watch one of my first videos. They are just shit compared to now. Seriously, go watch my first ever video. Go watch it. I dare you. Go laugh at it. So the video is about to wrap up. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, then, thumbs up for you, because most people won't get this far into the video, so I love you. That's great. So I'm recording this after I've done most of the editing, and I hope this goes over well. I mean, it's not a video I usually do. I hope people will be interested in my setup and maybe how I do my videos and stuff. And YouTube, there's no rules on YouTube. You can do whatever the fuck you want. This is just my perception of what goes into what you need for good content, but it's nothing is set. There are no rules. YouTube is to each his own. Everybody does it however they want. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, maybe share it. It means the world to me. And in the description below are links to my social networks, Twitter, Facebook, on-screen, or annotations to other videos. Just hover over them to see what they're about. And I bid you guys farewell.